groups.
Wait, sorry, I didn't hear any of that.
It just stopped working. Oh, that's cool. Right, your brain working again now?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So hey guys, welcome to the second of our JK Talks Hot Topic. We're joined with the lovely Jade. She's going to be going through the paces that we set with Joe the other day. We have got the exact same set of sources. Jade has let us know just how great she is at hot food.
I'm just not. I'm just not.
So if you could just quickly introduce yourself, who you are, where you're from.
Hi, so I'm Jade Halstead. I work for Avviso Media. I do a lot of content creation. I'm a social media exec and community manager.
Awesome. So looking after sort of groups and also posting stuff to the Avviso channels, also other channels as well?
Yeah, so I manage 18 social media channels at the minute. Yeah, so it's pretty hectic, like to try and keep on top of them all. But yeah, so LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, loads of Twitter, you know, Facebook groups, just everything.
Great, and obviously because of that, we're going to be asking you some social media related questions, which will be helpful for small businesses that are starting up, and also just SMEs in general. So I just want to quickly get a gauge of how good you are with hot food. So what would your regular Indian takeaway order be?
Tikka masala.
Great. So not so spicy.
No, mild, lots of cream.
So not good with spice at all.
Nope.
This is going to be just up your street. You have no idea how great this is going to be.
I lived in Thailand for like a year and a half and didn't touch anything spicy.
So we have three amazing sauces, starting off with the Thai Sweet Chilli, which is only a 0.5 out of 5 on the hot spicy meter. Then we go on to the second, which is the hot pepper sauce, which comes from the West Indies, coming in slightly hotter, 3.5 out of 5. Finally, the amazing Arse Blaster, which comes in a whopping 4.1 out of 5, pretty damn hot. And back to the questions.
We're going to take the first of our chicken nuggets and dip it into the first of the sauces, please. So this is the Thai Sweet Chilli. Mm-hmm. This is the least hot one. We found last time as well that sometimes it's good just to chuck the whole thing in. Joe was like, what do I do with the rest of the thing? Yeah, just to eat it. I'll ask you the first question while you're eating. There you go, cool. Mm-hmm. So we're going to talk about Instagram likes. Obviously recently in the media, you might have seen that the Instagram are going to be potentially taking away Instagram likes for people to see. It's been done in a few different countries. Canada is one of the big ones. How do you think that's going to affect Instagram and how that sort of users use it and also how businesses use it?
Yeah, so for businesses moving forward, I think they need to not focus on the likes what other people are getting. They just need to focus on getting great content out, great value out to their viewers, and their likes will come. I mean, they can still see their own likes.
Yes.
It's just other people that can't. So they shouldn't worry about that.
It's a big misconception, I think, from people that they think that likes are going. And they're not. Their likes are going so you can still see your own business or your own personal likes, but other people can't see yours.
Yeah, of course. And although with stories, other people can never see how many people have viewed your stories. So this is where it actually came from. Where the idea came from was like no one can see your stories, but like your story like. So why do you need to see your post?
Exactly.
You know? Yeah. And stories get so much engagement, so much reach, that they're hoping that's going to kind of move on with the post as well.
Definitely, and I think there's obviously a little part of it, a big part of it, is to do with the user friendliness of Instagram and being more aware of mental health and things similar. Yeah. Just checking quickly. Spiciness level, all good?
Yeah, all good.
Okay, that was right.
I mean, that's fine.
That's fine, this is the easy one. Yeah. But anyway, so basically with the mental health thing, I do think it's a move in the right direction, just because especially children and young adults who are getting, it's a massive thing that they're chasing these Instagram likes.
Yeah, but they're still going to be chasing these Instagram likes. This is what I just don't get, because you can still see how many people are liking your own pictures, liking your own content, and you can still see how many people are viewing your stories.
Yep.
So from my point of view, I just don't think it's going to take away just take away that focus for them.
Yeah, it's a really interesting way of saying it, because you're right. Obviously, it's not. I'm thinking of it as a way of other people seeing what you've got. Yeah. But actually, I do think that you get that sort of dopamine rush from getting a like, and you're still getting that because you can still see it.
And especially with the engagement, I think for me personally, my dopamine rush comes from when I get engagement. Look. Like your dog's epic, your dog looks cute. That's what I'm looking for.
Sure, yeah.
But for me personally, I don't use my Instagram to get a load of likes. I just share, So I sometimes don't even hashtag.
It's just nice to get your content.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely. But for the younger generation and for people that are really focused on becoming influencers or getting these likes, it's so important to them. But I just think they need to kind of. It's really hard to know what to suggest for them.
There's not necessarily an answer, is there?
Yeah,
I think without it like being removed completely, which is just removing it completely, I can understand why they're not doing that, because obviously they can't measure things like for influencer marketing. They can't see how many likes they're getting back, and that can be a problem when it comes to business side of stuff. But it's just weighing up that whether obviously business is how they make money, and influencers are a part of that. But at the same time, they've got to look after their users. And you're having a go, which is good. I'm glad they're having a go at doing stuff like that. But where that's going to go,
who knows? I have no idea.
Right. I think that's ready for the second question. The second level of heat. So we're moving on to the second level of spices now. And Joe last time found that this is quite a big jump.
Okay.
So it's going to be a little bit more spicy than the last one. So I need to mention quickly as well, milk. So milk, we have a thing called kudos points, and basically that means it's just like, we just think you're cool if you can do it. So if you can get to the end, we think you're cool anyway, don't
Thank you.
If you can get to the end of the whole video without having to have the milk, milk is known for its ability to cure heat when it comes to the tongue. So if you do need that, that's the way to cool down quickly. But you can follow to grab it, but you will lose a little bit of my respect.
My heart rate's going up just the thought of the next sauce.
You've got a heart rate monitor on as well. What is your heart rate?
Mate, it's at 89.
89.
I think,
It started at 81, didn't it? So it's going up.
It's going up.
This isn't even a hot one yet. Right. So please do take a nice big smidge of it. Yeah, that's not messing around there. That's good. Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Right. When you're ready, I'll ask you the question. So you're obviously a community manager. You look after Facebook groups and things similar. So we're going to be talking about Facebook groups and how you can use those for your business.
Yeah.
A bit more spicy?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So we can talk about Facebook groups, how you can use them for your business, especially for small businesses. Obviously you look after quite a few different groups.
Wait, sorry, I didn't hear any of that.
It just stopped working. That's cool. Your brain working again now? Cool. So Facebook groups and how small businesses can use them to sort of move forward and do things better in their social media. So how would you, as a small business, use them? So
the difference between using like a Facebook page and a group is the people that join your group are actually genuinely interested in what you've got to say. And you can really leverage that to make a really good community where you can add extra value, you can get them conversations started.
Definitely.
And even like little mini Facebook Lives just for your community rather than just putting it on your page. You really want to get that engagement up with your community to make them feel valued as your customers.
Yes, you're making it a space of people that are genuinely wanting to get involved in what you're talking about, which probably in most of the times will lead to sales or to better engagement, which all are good for any small business or any business in general. A great way of doing it. Okay, so on the reverse side of that, so can businesses use groups to promote their stuff, and how should they do that? So obviously in your group, you've got a group that you look after. What is it called? Remind us, everybody.
So I've got the digital women group that I look after. And I've got the social day, the social media hive that I look after.
It's two. There's ones that I'm not only obviously in one of those.
Yeah. But you can come along to the other.
I think I'm missing a few parts. But yeah, you can go and what that. Obviously, that would be wrong for me potentially to go in there and start selling my services. That's not how groups should work.
Yeah.
What sort of tips and things could you give small businesses that are trying to use groups?
You've heard it 100 times, but just offer your value, offer your advice. And that's what I can really say, because if you're coming in there like, oh, buy this, buy that. Definitely. No, everyone's just like, come on, we've heard that all before, Cole. Walk away.
Yeah.
But if you're actually genuinely want to try and help someone, they're going to respect that. And whether they convert now or whether they convert to a customer in 3 years' time, you've created that nice, warm lead already.
Definitely.
I wouldn't go in with a hard sell, never.
We always mention this when it comes to networking as well. I've got a saying that's almost come I feel like it's my catchphrase now.
Yeah.
But social media is an extension of yourself.
Yeah.
So we always talk about this when we go to networking. Whenever I go to a networking event, I never run in with a hard sell. I'm never like the person who's like, a business card, you need any social media, blah, 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 come see me. I'm always like, hey guys, what is it you do as a company? And I get that conversation started first. I build a level of relationship and trust, and then I can then go forward to the next thing. Groups are like the same thing. It's like a networking group. If you went to a networking group and you just jumped in, everyone goes, who's this guy? So don't do that.
So a really good piece of advice I was given before was find their problem and help them free of charge. Don't even mention a cost to it. So if you had a problem, like, I know, setting up an ad, I'll be like, oh, I'll show you how to do this. I'll show you how to split test.
Yep.
Free of charge. No, I'm doing it to help. So the next time, they'll come to you and be like, you are fantastic. I'm happy to pay you moving forward.
Definitely. Yeah. You've earned trust.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
trust is huge.
Yeah.
And I think one of the things that I'd add to that is that if you do provide them a service, it's great, awesome, you should, but you need to make sure they understand the worth of that service.
Yes.
So the next time they come back, they don't go, oh, I think the last time you did that for free, can you do that for free again?
Yeah.
You can be like, oh, actually last time I did it for free, but you saw from the thing. What we got told recently actually is that you should invoice people for it. So you invoice them and say, we did an hour's worth of thing, we did it for free as a favour, there you go. So they know that actually next time that it wouldn't be a favour, it would have to pay for it.
That's really interesting.
That's quite a cool way of doing it because you're showing them, again, you're building trust, but at the same time, not devaluing yourself.
Yeah, I've never heard that. That was a good one.
I don't know who told me that. I should feel like I should credit that person, but I don't remember who it was.
Just at them.
But it's really
here.
good. Yeah, I wish I could.
Their handle's here.
Oh, if I remember, good idea. Yeah, I'll have to there. I'll think about it.
Yeah.
Cool. You dealt with that much better than Joe did.
So like, it hit my mouth, then it hit my nose, and that's when like my brain stopped working.
Yeah. Apart from that, Joe was like moaning about it the whole time. You just stopped for a second. I feel like that's all right. Yeah. Brain not working.
I know, disconnect the two. But I mean, like, it's still pretty spicy in my mouth now, but it's not bad. It's quite nice.
So I will do this with Joe as well. Reminders that there is milk here.
Okay, no, that was all good.
Okay, right. That's the second one done. That was good.
And that was quite a bit.
You made Joe look really bad though. He's gonna look
Sorry,
awful.
Joe.
Yeah. Cool.
Wait, do I go to the top of the leaderboard then?
I think at the moment, yeah, still got the last one to go yet. So for now, yes. So we are on to the final of the sauces.
Yep.
This is the Arse Blaster.
Perfect.
Absolutely named, as Joe will definitely assure you. This is basically, we went to the shop and we just like, what is the spiciest sauce we could find? And there was a thing that said, there's 4 like really spicy sauces, and in that there was like a list of which was the spiciest. It's one of the good ones. So
good.
It's just got a great name.
Yeah,
I'm a fan of
I quite like it.
Yeah. So I'm going to get you to have a bit of this, and I'm going to ask you the last question of the day.
Yep.
So one that we think that you're really great at, so we want to get your opinion.
Thank you.
So take your last of your chicken nuggets.
Right, which nug looks good? Hashtag nugs are life.
Nug life, not thug life. Cool.
I mean, is that enough?
That's a good amount. Yeah, I feel like you're going to feel that.
I mean, you can smell the heat.
What's your heart rate now? I think this will be a good thing.
I don't know why it's right. It's telling me it's a little bit lower than it should be.
I think you've. It should be, like you say, like you feel like you should be fearing this right now.
Right, it's measuring.
Okay, right. It'd be interesting to see how this matches up afterwards.
Come on, watch, measure.
Got this. Go on, watch.
No, stop. God, 104.
104.
104.
Okay.
So that's the panic setting in.
Cool. Right. So I am going to warn you again. Milk is here because you might need it for this one. Okay. We're talking about LinkedIn engagement. Is your brain working still?
Brain's working.
Okay. LinkedIn engagement.
I need some more hot sauce.
Oh, go on. It's making Joe look awful now. Right, LinkedIn engagement. So we're going to be talking about why it's important for you to not only post stuff out, but also to engage with other people's posts. Mm-hmm. So like why you should go out and actively be a part of the community. So be a part of that LinkedIn community. Make sure you comment on other people's stuff and say, you do this really well. I just want to see why you do it and what people can do better.
So it's absolutely crucial for yourself and your brand voice to get out there and comment on other people's stuff. Like, it's showing that there's personality behind the posts.
Yep.
There's no point just putting a salesy post, this is really hot.
I'll say, your voice is going.
Is it? No, there's no point putting a salesy post out every day. And I know, even when people comment, you should always reply. Always.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, and offer your value just as you would on your groups, and on your Twitter. Just put them out on LinkedIn. I mean, it just shows that you value the people that you're connecting with.
Definitely,
like, always comment on your stuff.
Yep.
There's a few other people that I absolutely love their content. I love sharing it.
Yeah. I mean, me and you constantly it's Mark Gaisford, always.
Oh, always.
And
Jack, don't forget Jack.
Yes, we always know that the guys are good at what they do. And it's good
very
to
good.
engage with what they're doing.
Yeah.
Because there's one really selfish reason is that they might comment back, and obviously because they've got a good following, that naturally will help your reach and things similar.
So I know when one of their videos go viral, and then there's me writing on someone's post, and I'll comment on Mark's, you can be my, what did I call him?
Social media.
No, I said to him, you can, what's that person that keeps you accountable? Oh, I was like, you can be my accountability buddy.
Oh, there you go. Keep them going. Exactly.
And I had a few people message me like, you're so brazen, like you're so brave. And I was like, or what have you got to lose? Like, I would say in real life, I'm going to say it on LinkedIn. I keep it professional.
Yeah.
But like, I really like to get out there. I really like to
Definitely.
comment on people's posts, show the world who I am, you know, and add my value where I can.
Yeah, an interesting question actually would be, so how long have you been doing this role? So did you do this before you came to Avviso?
No, not really. I only really started.
That is great,
Okay.
because you've already cemented yourself quite nicely into quite a lot of that community.
Oh yeah.
And that's come from solid engagement and genuine engagement, not just going, great video, because I hate that. And the same with like when you see them Instagram comments are like, nice post, thumbs up. Like,
That's a bot.
Yeah, it's obviously a bot, not a real person. And it's great to see genuine, thought-provoking and also asking the questions and just and answering things that people are talking about. That is sort of smallest amount. It's just great for getting your brand out there and who you are.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
I see your name a lot, and that works.
Oh, good.
You're doing something right.
I definitely see yours.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like, even sometimes I comment like, I won Jack, so I wrote no words needed, because I was just like, wow, that is just such an epic post.
Yeah.
You know, but if I can add my bit,
Definitely.
you know, I definitely will. And then that obviously comes up on my newsfeed.
Yeah.
Oh, on their newsfeed.
Yeah.
We're saying, Jade Halstead commented, and someone else sees me.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, the amount of people that I get viewing my profile or adding me, I have no clue who they are.
Yeah.
But they've obviously just seen one of my funny posts and try connecting with me.
Yeah,
So
and it is a case of just getting that engagement. If you can almost piggyback off the back of someone else, and that's kind of what it is. And it sounds so horrible, because but you need to do it in a nice way, in a sensible way, and adding value to their posts. Then.
But you say that piggybacking, that is exactly what is getting people out there.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of mine may have come from Jack when he comments on mine or Mark, because they've got such a big following.
Definitely.
It goes onto their pages, you know, and vice versa. Not that I've got many followers, but that is exactly how it's working. And I'm following people in America now because other people have commented on it, and I'm like, wow, that's epic content. But
interesting stuff.
That is literally how the algorithm is working right now.
Yeah, the other thing is exactly that. It's the algorithm. So you appease it by doing engagement. You appease the algorithm.
Oh yeah.
And you know, providing good content is a great way of keeping the people happy, but you do need to think about how you're looking after the algorithm too. Yeah. And that's the same with all social media channels, LinkedIn especially, but all social media channels need that.
Yeah.
But you're doing a great job.
Thank you very much.
You handled that well. Are you still?
My mouth is on fire. I don't know if you can tell.
No, I can't. Like, considering Joe literally was.
Like my
like
tongue is tingling.
You now have finished the questions, which means you can have. Do you drink milk? I should have asked that question before. If you want some milk, you can have some.
No, I'm all good. I quite like the tingling feeling.
You have made Joe look so bad. This is great. I love it.
I'm at the top of this leaderboard.
100%. Yeah, you have dealt with that much better than he did.
I think we need a few more next time, or maybe like get a nug and like coat it in sauce.
I like it. Thank you very much for joining us, Jade. We'll have another video. We're still looking for people to join us. So Jade made that look a lot nicer than what Joe did. So if you're interested in coming and getting involved, then just comment below, or you can email me. My email is carl@wearejk.co.uk, and we'll get you involved.
And come find me on LinkedIn at Jade Halstead.
Definitely.
Look for Jade Halstead.
Yeah, you'll find her. If she's not there, you can find her on Mark Gator's video commenting.
Yeah, every single post.
Every single one. Yeah, cool. Thanks, guys, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.